Hi, my name is Jessica Cooper. I'm a counselor therapist at Finding You Counseling, and I work with pastors' wives and hurting women. And today I want to share with you some tips that will help to reinforce and empower and encourage you in your role as a pastor's wife or a woman in a leadership position. Studies have shown that up to 90% of pastors' wives feel discouraged and insecure in their calling and their role as a pastor's wife. And there are some very clear things that you can do to get you to a place where you feel confident in who you are and what your role is. The first thing is this: you want to discover what it is that you personally have to offer. We each offer something unique and something different to people who come in contact with us, and you want to be able to identify what that is. The clearest way and the easiest way to find yourself discouraged and insecure is to try to be something that you're not. So you want to know, what is it that you have to offer? What is your passion? What do you want people to walk away from you saying that they experienced? What is it that you want to make sure people leave your presence feeling? What is it that you have to offer? When you discover what it is that you have to offer, you can give that to the people and feel and live authentically. The second thing is this: get clarity around what it is that your husband expects of you as a pastor's wife. You may have a more hands-off role according to his definition, where you are simply the pastor's wife, where you help to take care of him and take care of the children. You may have a more intense role where you're speaking in your ministry, where you're leading the women, where you're in the praise team or the choir. You want to get a clear understanding of what it is that your husband expects of you as a pastor's wife. The third thing is this: get a general idea of what your members expect of a pastor's wife. And this doesn't necessarily mean that you have to go around asking each of your members what they desire or what they need of you, but you could do it in a survey or a form that you have new members or new visitors fill out, and get a general understanding of what their previous experience has been like with their first lady. Or ask some of your members who have been in your church for a while, what is it that you expect of a first lady? What is it that you would like to see out of your first lady? Get a general idea of what your members' expectations are. The next thing is this, and I cannot express or stress it enough, that pastors' wives need other women in leadership and other pastors' wives who they can talk to. This could take on the form of a therapist, a coach, or simply another peer in ministry. This is so invaluable because the truth is, it is lonely at the top. And oftentimes, not even your husband will understand the weight of what you face as a pastor's wife. You want to have a therapist, someone who can help you to deal with those issues that might be holding you back to express your full potential in ministry. You want to have other peers who you can relate to, and you want to have a mentor who can help you walk through the difficult seasons as a pastor's wife. The next suggestion is this: read books on being a pastor's wife. There are so many great books on Amazon that you can find that discuss the role of a pastor's wife. Women who have done it in the past in different capacities, who've had large ministries, small ministries. Get a general idea of what they've experienced and the things that they've learned, so that you don't have to walk through some of the same pitfalls. And the last tip is this: take everything that you've learned from each of these people, each of these groups of people, from your husband, from yourself, from books, from mentors and friends and therapists, and craft a role. Create a role and a title and a position that feels right for you. You want to be able to put everything together and craft it in such a way that it feels right and natural for you. The worst thing, as I said before, is to try to be something that you're not, to please everyone so much that you have failed to please yourself. You want to be able to craft a role that feels authentic for you and that allows you the freedom to truly express your gifts, your passion, and your calling as a pastor's wife. One thing that I often suggest to my clients is to create a mission statement. Your mission statement is going to help to center you around who you are as a pastor's wife and a first lady. And this is something that you can judge yourself by, rather than judging yourself by the opinions of everyone else with their fluctuations and their inconsistencies and their frustrations. You don't want to base your success as a pastor's wife on that. So understand what you have to offer. Get clarity around what your husband desires. Get a general idea of what your members desire. Find a mentor, get a therapist, get a counselor, get a coach to help you walk through some of the difficult seasons, and craft a role and a description of what being a pastor's wife or a leader means to you. I hope that you found these tips helpful, and if you are looking for counseling, you're looking for a therapist, look me up on my website at findingyoucounseling.com. I hope this has been helpful for you. Thanks again.